Hello. Okay, yes. The audio seems to work just fine. That is terrific. Terrific. Starting off the stream with a bit of a bang here. Maybe a little bit later. Actually, not really a bang, but a G Fuel Sonic Peach Rings. I never thought Sonic Peach Rings made much sense because, well, it's Sonic, probably something like Blue Radberry or something like that. I don't really know. I do know, though, because I am an expert on Sonic expert. I got the blue shirt. I am very much similar to Sonic in that way. I have a blue shirt. Sonic is blue, and that's okay. Anyways, this is the first potential episode of a brand new live show that will probably not have much of an audience for a while, which is perfectly fine with me because I could just record live and then just leave it up live as if it was a live show to begin with, which it shall be a live show for every day or every other day, depending on how much time I decide I have. But the main emphasis on this show is to be the most pro Arizona show ever to exist. And I just got to check something real fast that I just think I need to. Yes, I am absolutely confident in what I am doing here. Anyways, I know what I'm doing. I am, again, the most pro Arizona person to ever exist, and this show will reflect on that to be the most unnecessarily pro Arizona that which exists, because it will be that. I got the flag, and we're ready to go, ready to rumble. I also got a mug, but there's nothing in it because I didn't clean it, so I can't use it. So this show will be mugless, except this mug. This mug, that which exists before you in front of the camera, and which will always exist in front of the camera, because this is my camera and I can put whatever I want in front of it. And this mug is what I want to put in front of it. So, Arizona. What inspired me to make this program, you might be asking? Well, first of all, I need a show. I need a show to which I could talk. A talk show, you might say. And so I have determined the best way to accomplish that is to make a show that which I can talk. And to find a topic that which I could talk on, a topic that which I know a lot about. And that would be Arizona. I know quite a bit about Arizona. I've lived here my entire life. I've lived in 2 cities in Arizona. I guess that doesn't sound very impressive. But I've been to multiple different parts of Arizona, here and there. I've been to Flagstaff. That's pretty cool. Been to Show Low, been to Payson, been to Pine. I've probably been to other places that I don't quite remember, but I've been there. Prescott. And yes, I'm deliberately saying Prescott. I know what the locals call it, but I'm going to continue to call it Prescott because I can and I will forever do that, because I am just peachy, I guess. And I laugh at my own jokes. My jokes are hilarious. I always find them hilarious. I find me hilarious. I think I'm hilarious, but anyways. So on to Arizona. What specifically, though, the topic of Arizona. Recently, I went on a drive. I went on a drive down Tucson Speedway. And the first thing I did is I wanted to find out where Speedway went. Where did the Speedway end? So I went down that road and I found a hiking trail. I think it was like the Douglas hiking trail or something like that. Let me check on that real fast. But you go down and you find a dead end. And at this dead end, there is a hiking trail. I could have pictures, but I'm not really that prepared enough to have pictures ready to go and to display on the screen, because this is more of an experiment. Yes, it's the Douglas Spring Trail is what you find at the end of this drive, and it's very exciting. It's worth the journey. There's a lot of different cool stores you see along the way. There's a uppity up down road that makes your stomach drop, and it feels. I've always been a passenger on those kind of roads, and that just feels fairly weird. It feels a lot weirder when you're driving and you're going woo, woo, woo. It's a bit chaotic, but it's enjoyable and a fun drive, and it keeps you on your toes. But more or less, what really inspired this, though, is when I went the other direction. And what you find is Gates Pass. It's this mountain area. A lot of turny, wibbly wobbly roads. The beginning drive isn't as interesting. There's a lot more traffic, but once you've gotten past that and outside of the city, there's this mountainous area and a lot of windy, wibbly wobbly roads in wonderful desert scenery. You could see a lot of cool desert stuff, cool areas you could stop off and look at things. I didn't, because I was just trying to find out what was there, and what I found was pretty exciting. And I also found a hiking trail at the end. Well, I went right, and right is a hiking trail. Left, I think you just leave Tucson. You leave the area. You don't want to go left. You want to go right. That's where you find another hiking trail. And this hiking trail is called King Canyon Trail. I didn't do any hiking. I just found the trails because I didn't come prepared to actually do any hiking. I didn't bring really much water. If you're going on drives, take waters in the desert. It's what you need to do. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot, and I was spontaneous and didn't really put much of my thought into my actions. Anyways, also, what is there at the end? I believe it's the Sequoia National Park, which is some nice scenery. Again, I'm not really set up to show any pictures of it at all, which I probably should have been. But this is just more of a last minute plan to, like, you know what? I'm going to test out YouTube's live streaming, see if I like it, see if I keep talking and keep content up like that. So I just have really learned I love the state of Arizona. There's a lot of stuff to see. I haven't just learned this. I'm just saying this, but to keep when you keep talking, sometimes you say stuff and you're like, actually, which you just got to be prepared to do, I guess, when you talk a lot, or just get used to being consistent and just owning what you say, which I do sometimes. I sometimes own what I say, even when it's incredibly stupid. I hold fast to my guns. Never about anything really important, really unimportant things. But Arizona is perhaps the best state I've lived in. I've only ever lived in Arizona, so I guess that isn't really saying much. But anyways, so this, again, pro Arizona here. So you go through Gates Pass up over here in Tucson, and it's just a fun drive. I enjoy the drive, nice scenery, and it keeps you on your toes. That's another thing. The drive keeps you on your toes. There's not a lot of drives that keep you on your toes, but that one was a very light one. It wasn't too intense. It isn't a hard drive, but it keeps you realize you have to focus a little bit. You have to focus not because there's a lot of traffic, but because the road is just that focus worthy. It's worth your undivided attention, and you should pay attention to it. If you don't pay attention to it, you're probably going to get in a bit of a mess. There is cars sometimes coming the other direction. Well, they're in the other lane, so they shouldn't be a problem. But some people don't know how to stay in their lane on big, windy roads. That wasn't a problem when I drove through. But I've seen people that go, but on this road, if they're doing that, they suck at driving. Let's be honest. They just suck at driving. So that is my segment on my adventures in Arizona. I'll probably have some more adventures and do some more segments on Arizona, on the various drives I go on, various adventures I go on to see more of the state. I'll probably do one of the Grand Canyon eventually, and future editions of the program, I probably will start including pictures of those adventures, because let's just say that is really the way to go. I'll probably include a link to my Instagram where you could actually see the actual pictures at some point. I could have done that. I could have done that for this one. I didn't think about that. I'm not very bright, you see. I'm, in fact, very intelligent. I have a 4.0 GPA right now, so I'm, in fact, very intelligent. No, I'm not. I have no idea how I got that. Like it confuses me. That confuses me. Humble brag, you might say. The most humble of humble brags that could ever have bragged. My humility knows no bounds. My boundless humility is monstrously large in... I bumped the mic. And super humble is me. Super humility. Ultra humility. I should put that on a t-shirt. Ultra humility. And sell that t-shirt, because there's a lot of super humble people out there who are on the internet who would love to have a shirt that reminds people of how humble they are. But that's just what I'm saying. That's not just what I'm saying. That's what I know. Anyways, the next thing and final thing which I wanted to cover in this first ever of this new show which I'm attempting to put together, is this article I recently came across in the Arizona Central or the Arizona Republic, and it has basically Walmart has this plan to start drone service in Arizona. So in other words, start delivering products via drones, which I think is kind of cool. The article also doesn't really indicate where the article doesn't even know either where exactly they plan to start this program per se. And so we don't know which cities precisely. It's probably gonna be like Phoenix, maybe Tucson. But one of the things the article has this part, this quote actually from where they initially thought that customers would use the service for emergency items, where they actually found they used it more for sheer convenience. They say that as if that's a surprise, as if it's surprising people are going to use drones for convenience, not emergency services. Like, oh, we're out of hot dog buns. Let's order some hot dog buns, and so I don't have to go to the store and all of that. And I don't. That surprises literally no one in my mind. Like today, we have people who pay extra for Uber, DoorDash, or those various products. I work at Subway. I know it's significantly more expensive to buy through those apps, but there's a convenience to it. And they don't have to go to the store, drive through traffic, use their gas, which honestly, if they're living in the city, it's not going to be that much to drive over to the Subway in order to get their sandwich. Honestly, it is marginally better to come into the store to begin with to get your sandwich as fresh as possible, rather than have your foot-long meatball double meat covered in sauce, sogging up the bread, delivered to you by a DoorDash driver. No hate upon DoorDash. It's just the logistics of the situation. Your sandwich isn't going to be that great when you get it. It's just simple reality. But back to the drone thing is that's more what people are going to do. They're going to pay for the convenience. They don't care about the highest quality service. They care about the most convenient service. People don't want to be inconvenienced. Convenience, if the quality isn't that much better, like it's not that significantly better, then convenience is going to win out over quality every stinking time. Because people don't want to be inconvenienced. They would rather have a convenience where they don't have to leave their house. And it's very convenient and it's not a problem. It's just how people work. People are going to choose convenience over quality when the quality isn't that much better. You see this in a lot of different products. I would even say with the difference between VHS and Betamax, which was the back during like the 80s when there was the competition between is it going to be VHS or is it going to be Betamax? Betamax had better quality, but VHS had more content. Like it could have more on a VHS over Betamax. And to some degree, I'd say that's more convenient, but it's also more. Whereas Betamax had better quality, VHS was able to have more video footage. So people chose more, or I would say even something that's more convenient, because you would probably you would have to have more tapes to contain entire movies with Betamax. So convenience is a very strong want that people want in products every single time, because people hate to be inconvenienced. I hate to be inconvenienced. I'm taking this story way too seriously here. But that line just stood out to me in the article. It's like, we were surprised people weren't going to just use it for nobody. I don't think anyone was seriously surprised by that fact. People routinely choose convenience. It's kind of like the reason why a convenience store is a thing, because it's overpriced products, but it's conveniently on your way home. Like you don't have to go out of your way to get it. It's just there. People choose convenience every single time. It's how we operate, because I'd rather sit down than go to the store sometimes. But obviously, I'm someone who does actually prefer getting out once in a while. So I use my time when I get out to get the stuff I want. And that's about it. uh, Babaziza friend hates the inconvenience, I see. I didn't actually expect like cash advance on a credit card. Yeah. Yeah. Find a way to be the most convenient possible, even if it costs a little more sometimes. A couple bucks for convenience is worth it. Um. Anyways, that's about all I have on that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that about. Yep. I don't really have any more to say about this article, and that's all I really had planned. My overall plans for the show though is to continue and well, obviously, talk more about being the most pro Arizona person ever because. Anyways, talk more about how great Arizona is and keep up more on Arizona news. And personally, I would love to have the governor on this program someday. So let's see if I can grow big enough to have a governor. Yeah, yeah, it's you, by the way. Yeah, bro. How's it going? You are talking about APRs and fees going up with it. Made a troll account and you come to troll my own your own brother. Anyways, back to what I say. My ambition is to one day have the governor of Arizona on this program. I know that is a big ambition, but I think I could do it. Just speak positively of Arizona and talk about how great Arizona is. And I will continue to talk about how great Arizona is because Arizona is great. The great state of Arizona. Oh, that's right. And great state Arizona. Yeah, my brother does credit card stuff, and he's talking about it. He's currently at work, and he's commenting on my stream, which is great, great. If I was commenting on someone's stream at my job, I would probably get in trouble. But anyways, the great state of Arizona, and I will. How long have I been going? Not too long. I think it's about time to wrap things up. We could continue this credit card conversation afterwards, bro. And then we could hash out any credit card problems that you might have because I'm a big help on credit cards. Um, and finally, to wrap things up, come to Arizona. The discount California. Hell yeah, brother.